Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. I want you to all bask in the beautifulness that is my hair this morning. Yeah, this is real. This is happening. You're welcome. Ugh. Anyway, so it is Labor Day. I hope that nobody is working today. I know that there will be some people who have to work, but for those of you who get a day off, I hope you enjoy it and think about what it means. Okay. So I decided I was making a list of things that have been hard for me on this journey, because I know that some people think that coffee talk and the human connection and social responsibility and kindness come easy for me. That is not true. Sometimes I say all the time that old habits die hard. My belief is that if I practice kindness long enough, and I would say I'm at a solid 85% now where it is genuine. And I would say 15% I am kind to people or kind in situations where I don't want to be. It does not feel genuine, but it's part of growth. I talk to Father Bob all the time, who tells me that, like anything, exercising your kindness muscle takes practice, and then eventually it becomes strengthened, and then it takes over, and it comes from a genuine place. So my hope is by the time I die, hopefully I'll live a long life. By the time I die, my kindness muscle will be operating at 100%, and it'll all feel natural. And in any situation where I show up and I'm present in kindness, that it will be completely organic. I am trying to pray for people that I don't like. When I have bad thoughts about them, I try to, if not pray for them, pray for myself that I will get to this place, right? Which is kindness euphoria or something. And I get some people who go, why? Why do you want to do this? It's exhausting. Which goes back to me saying, when you change yourself, it will make people uncomfortable, right? We know that. When you are kind, people question your motive. They go, really? You're kind? You care about people, really? And I go, really? Because when I didn't, believe me, you knew. There was no gray area. I was just crappy. So it leads me back to this list. I was making a list of things that don't come easy for me. And one of them is, and it's embarrassing for me to admit, but it doesn't come easy, I have to work at it, is when other people are achieving something, certain success, certain happiness, certain whatever, and I am not currently. Whatever situation I'm in, they are achieving something that I am not. It is hard for me. I'm very competitive. I want to be able to do everything good or the best or whatever. So one of the things that I have to exercise, one of the things I have to work on, is seeing the success of others and celebrating it. I would say that I am probably at a 70% place where it comes naturally, where I see the success of somebody else, one of my peers, and I go, you are a rock star. I love that. I would say probably 30% of the time, I first feel inferior, or I first feel envious. And I'm like, oh, I want it. Why does she have it? But instead of what I used to do was trying then to fault her, find fault in her, I now go, because she can do it, I know it's possible. Let me say that again. Here's where I am. When I see the success in marriage, in life, in children, in weight loss, in anything that I'm trying to work on, in someone else, 70% of the time, I am organically like, you are a rock star. I love you. You're my hero. 30% of the time, I feel at first maybe inferior, or I feel envious or a little jealous. These are natural things. I don't try to fight it anymore. Here's the difference. I used to try to fault her, discredit her, make it seem like she didn't really deserve whatever was happening to her, right? Now, I tell myself, because she's doing it, I know it's possible. That to me is a huge difference. A huge difference. I literally feel like I am contributing positively to society when I do not, just in that one change, that I no longer am out in the world trying to discredit women or belittle them or poo-poo their efforts or make it like they don't really deserve whatever they're getting. I was watching a ESPN thing, documentary or behind the scenes, whatever, on Michael Jordan, who, I'm a huge Michael Jordan fan. And he was talking about his team in the early 90s, Pippen and Rodman and all the guys. And he was talking about everything. And he said something that stuck with me, and I wrote it down. And I was reading it last night, and I got so excited because I knew what I wanted to talk about for Coffee Talk. He said something like, always celebrate the success of your teammates, because it is the only way to win a championship. And I thought, that's it. That is the sentiment that I have been missing. I don't see other women as my teammates. I see them as my competition. This was years ago when I was learning about how to be better. That is the shift, is that I stopped seeing them as my competition and started seeing them as my teammates. The only way to win in life is to celebrate the success of others, because that is the only way to win. You can't win everything on your own, right? I am working in a magazine now where the publisher is a young, you met her in Coffee Talk, Laura, is a young, attractive, aggressive, go-getting rock star female who 10 years ago would have intimidated me, and I would have tried to undercut her and slight her and somehow edge myself out in front. And now I rely on her for so much, and it is such a unique experience to celebrate the success of someone else, almost depend on the success of another female. And there are times where I see things online and I recognize immediately that how lucky I am. When I share Michael and I celebrating 3 years of a healthy heart, and so many women post how lucky we are, I go, look at all these women celebrating in the success of another woman. Some of you may not be married. Some of you may be going through heartache right now. Some of you may be losing your husbands right now to divorce, to other women, to whatever. Yet you still show up to celebrate the success of your teammate. That, to me, is mind-blowing. It is the work of Coffee Talk for me. I go, this matters. I show up every day and I do these videos because it matters. Because we are work in progress and we want to be better. We genuinely want to be better. And I go, statistically, one woman who commented on that picture yesterday of Michael is going through her own heartache. She could have easily been like, girl, get your perfect marriage and your love and your lobster and all that crap out of my face, because today is not the day. But she didn't. She said, I love this for you. You deserve this. You work hard at this. And she celebrates her sisters. And that to me, and I get emotional because I didn't ever think it could be possible. And in an environment where everything online is murky and political and hurtful and babies dying and refugees and Trumpisms and Kim Davises and religious fighting, and no one gets along and everybody hates everybody and everyone has an agenda, I post a picture of my husband celebrating 3 years of a happy heart, and over 4,000 of you found value in that, no matter what was going on in your own life. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being on this journey with me and for celebrating the success of others, because without it, we can't win. I love you today. Have a great day.